huge battle is about to take place in Chapter 6 of Season 4 live event. Especially now that we know that Palpatine has got his eyes on this statue hidden inside of Fletcher King's mansion. That's right, Palpatine has ordered his men to execute their next plan, which is the Star Destroyer's bombardment. You can see this order has been given by Palpatine to Darth Vader, who is on this island. You can see this hologram of the Star Destroyers. Why does Palpatine desperately want this statue, which has been on the island ever since the start of Chapter 6? Jade is getting suspicious of this mysterious statue as well. What exactly is this statue, and why does Palpatine want it so bad? To understand this, let's go to the beginning of Chapter 6 Season 1. Please leave a like, subscribe, and use code SMJM. When this mysterious comet crash landed on this island, it created an energy so powerful that it awoke an ancient magic power that was asleep for thousands of years. And it wasn't the magic that was bad for the island. It was, in fact, these portals being reactivated that was devastating for the people of Oninoshima. Because through these portals arrived these evil demons, and their plan was to take complete control. This was very easy for them to do this because the islanders were not prepared for a battle. Like I mentioned before, magic was banished thousands of years ago. And the people who banished the magic were long gone. Not just that, generations has passed since then. Now magic, demons, spirits were nothing but myths and stories. But it all changed when that meteoroid crash landed and activated the portals. Slowly but surely, the demons start taking over locations and parts of the island. For some reason, the demons only took control of locations located on the north and the west side of the island. It almost felt strategic, almost like a formation an army takes before a huge battle. And we all thought that the demons were planning to take control of the entire island. But throughout the season, that did not happen. Certain locations were untouched. It became quite obvious that they're not after this Oninoshima island. They're looking for something way more valuable. And it became quite obvious exactly what they're looking for when Jade was rescued from the spirit realm, and she came with some information. She tells us that the 0-point shard that crash landed on the island, which was missing by the way, is actually in fact inside of the spirit realm with this creature she refers to as the evil presence. And this was confirmed by Midas as well. Now the story has completely changed. The demons are in fact looking for the 0 point. Then people start asking, if this evil presence already has the 0-point shard, then why is it still hanging around? Why has it corrupted Daigo? The reason for that is actually explained by Agent Jones. If you went to speak with him at Demon's Dojo, he would tell you that they're looking for the 0-point shard as well. He describes it as it's powerful, chaotic, and prone to being misused by the villain types. If you played Fortnite back in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, you know exactly what he's talking about. We've seen organization and creatures like the Lost Reality attack and take control of the 0-point multiple times. He also says he's got a lot of experience with the 0-point, but this is a mess. Again, if you guys don't know, Agent Jones used to work for the Imagine Order, and obviously they controlled the 0-point, so he has a lot of information on this. And the reason why he says this is a mess because he has never seen the 0-point in pieces. Then he explains to us exactly why these demons are still lingering around, even though they have a 0-point shard. He says, I don't think this shard is the only one out there. Obviously, a piece of the 0 point is extremely powerful, and it was literally enough to activate this ancient magic. Now, imagine if the demons had the entire 0 point. They would be undefeatable. It looks like this evil presence knows there are more 0-point pieces on this island. I think he knows this because this 0-point shard ended up on this island for a reason. I think it's because the 0 point is trying to piece itself back together, and it has probably chosen this island to do it. Maybe most of the pieces is actually on this island. It's very suspicious that this evil presence knows so much about the 0 point. Maybe he has had some kind of experience before with the 0 point. There are lots of names people are throwing trying to predict this creature. The Nothing, the Cuba Queen Herald, Geno. I mean, there's so many names. Now that we know that there are more 0-point shards on the island, where exactly are they? The answer to that question can be found in this trailer. Obviously, the 0-point shard crash landing on the island has not just attracted demons, but also the Galactic Empire. Emperor Palpatine's goal is to make the Galactic Empire one of the most strongest and undefeatable organization in the history. Ever since he has learned about the 0 points, he is throwing everything to find and retrieve this object. Now that he knows the whereabouts of this, he has wasted no more time. He showed up with his most powerful weapon, the Death Star, and bunch of Star Destroyers. So even though he has sent bunch of warriors on the island like Darth Vader and set up bunch of outposts and huge locations on the island, he arrived on the island. We did not see the Star Destroyers hovering over the Fortnite island. He was actually out in the ocean looking for the rest of the 0-point shards. But it looks like someone gives him a huge information that the shard is in fact on the island. He changes his mind and starts attacking the island using the Star Destroyers. You can see this hologram message being sent to Darth Vader, preparing for this attack. As you can see in this trailer, this is a glimpse of what is going to happen very soon. You can see the Death Star pointing towards this spot on the island. This location is the Lone Wolf Lair. As we all know at this point, there is this statue hidden underneath this building. Now, this statue was part of the Lost Lake location, which was replaced by the Baron's mansion. But you can still see the statue here. One thing about this statue is, in fact, the eyes. Why would they create a glowing eyes? So it feels like the eyes is actually getting brighter and brighter. Don't you think it's weird that the eyes color matches the 0-point color? Now, a lot of people are suggesting that 2 0-point pieces are actually hidden inside of this statue's eyeball. It looks like Emperor Palpatine somehow knows about this. Lots of people are suggesting that this isn't a statue. This used to be a giant powered by the magic of the 0-point. Also, the fact that it was laying right next to Night Shift Forest, where the Shattering War took place. And if you went there back in Chapter 6, Season 1, you would see a bunch of giant swords and arrows. If you think about it, one of the themes of this chapter has been giants. I've seen Godzilla, King Kong, Daigo, and Shogun X turn into this huge giants during the live event. You have giant turtles on the island. Now we've got a huge live event coming up very soon. No, Chapter 6 Season 4 is going to be themed around superheroes. We know Daigo is going to be the main villain as well. So maybe during this live event, we are going to see giants battle on the island. Palpatine is going to be here. Superheroes are going to show up as well. We know this event is going to be a huge, long event and not a mini event. So we know at some point during this event, we will will end up inside of the Death Star and we will destroy it. A lot of informations are coming out very soon, so please subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video. Please use my code SMJM if you want to help me out. My name is Sam Jam. I love you, fams. Peace out.